little sugar boogers, welcome back to the channel and happy Foreman Friday. So you guys, today we are actually building a little duplex number for Hawthorne Foreman. In last week's episode, I told you guys that she landed a pretty sweet gig here in OASIS Springs as a computer programmer. So basically, she had to make the move all the way from Willow Creek out into the desert. Now, I had a lot of people on Twitter specifically saying how we should have her move to the New World in Strangerville. In case you guys are wondering, is there going to be a Strangerville LP? Yes, there is, and I'll talk more about that in a little bit, and also why there isn't an actual episode for Foreman Friday, because it might be a little confusing, but then again, y'all are kind of used to it at this point. So anyway, a little bit about this duplex. So essentially, you guys, it is 2 homes in 1. My plan is to kind of have a quote-unquote roommate with Hawthorne, and I haven't really made a sim or thought of a sim. So in this video, if you guys would like to submit a roommate for the LP, just go ahead and follow the hashtag in the description down below so you guys know where to submit them on the gallery. Now, my envision was to have like a male roommate, just because I thought it'd be kind of cool for a Hawthorne, I don't know, to have maybe not necessarily a friend of the same gender, but like a guy friend or something. And here's my thought. Okay, so my thought was, because like without context, it just sounds kind of weird, but my thought is she moves into this little, duplex, and it's not like a studio, but it's a 1-bedroom. It's super duper tiny, and her neighbor originally kind of seems like a jerk off. Like, he seems like he's just this wild party boy, but then as their friendship develops, they may or may not realize that they have a few things in common, and they actually become really good friends. I totally just spoiled any potential storyline, but if you've only watched this build, then you know what may or may not happen. But that's just kind of like my idea. Like, opposites don't attract, but you know what I mean? Like, opposites can become friends or something. I don't know. I thought it was a kind of a cute idea. So I really love the way that this duplex looks. I've never built one before in game, just because I don't usually like gravitate towards those types of builds. But since we don't really have very many options when it comes to like apartments and stuff, I just thought this would be perfect for Hawthorne because, hold on a second, I'm grabbing my coffee. And also, by the way, you guys would be so proud. I am doing this voiceover with Crixus in the background, which is my 2-year-old son. So like, let the sim gods be with your girl, because we've got a really long voiceover with a very impatient 2-year-old, let me tell you. But anyway, as I was saying, with Hawthorne being so young, she doesn't really have a lot of money, right? So she can't necessarily like afford a home all by her lonesome, especially with just starting this programming job. But she could totally afford to rent a semi-decent duplex in OASIS Springs. So that's kind of my whole envision behind it. So she'll split the bills with her roommate, that type of thing. It might be a little hard to kind of keep track of funds and whatnot, but we'll do our best. I think it's just going to be a really kind of fun dynamic to the LP that I haven't really explored with before. I've never played in this particular style with a roommate that we kind of have somewhat control of. So I think it'd be kind of cool just like add in another sim, add in another family, but still keeping it to the Foremans. Anyway, I didn't want these 2 units, I guess is what we'll call them. I didn't want them to be totally identical. Like I said, Hawthorne is a fresh move-in, and also it's not like super duper upscale. So even though the outside is very, very nice because they just freshly renovated it, on the interiors they're a little rustic. Like, they certainly need a little bit of work. But as you guys can see, I was playing around with the fireplaces here because I don't know what is going on with your girl. I have been on a kick lately with like mid-century modern homes. I'm really like honing in on the style. I mean, I have like came nowhere near mastering it by any means, but it's just something I've been having a lot of fun playing with lately. So anyway, to the fireplace, had a lot of struggle with that. I really want there to be like smoke that emits, but I can't envision there ever really being that, like, I can't envision there ever being an appropriate time where it gets that cool to light a fireplace. It's definitely for aesthetic, so I don't know what the landlord was thinking when they did that. We should create a landlord in everything. Like, I want this to feel as real as it possibly can. So stretching out the units was definitely fun. I want to do more of these builds just because they're super cool to do, and I didn't really want to just like copy and paste the units so that they're identical. I wanted them to each have a little different flair, especially because we have 2 completely different tenants living in them. So I decided to go ahead and kind of like obviously mimic the layouts pretty closely because they're so small. There's only so much you can do with them anyway. I like the little kitchens. I think those are kind of cute, making use of the diagonal counter there. My son is listening to something with squeaky toys, so Grixus, ¿qué pasó, papi? He doesn't even care. Literally, he has a shirt on right now, you guys, that says "Talk about it," and it's a taco. Get it? Because taco. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So we have the little diagonal counters. Definitely making a lot of good use out of these lately. The bathrooms are pretty simplistic. Like really, nobody cares. I again envision that these units are going to be completely different, but they're also going to be very similar because they're like apartments. You can't really just go in and knock down walls and add whatever you want and like rip down shingles. Like, there are obviously some sort of rules and regulations to living here. And again, like I didn't want her to move into something super duper lavish and expensive, like a flat or something that she clearly can't afford. So it's cute. I love the fact that she is living in a duplex, starting off kind of simple and basic, and getting to know a completely different city that the Foremans have yet to live in. I don't think the Foremans have ever lived in OASIS Springs yet, but it just makes me, honestly, it just makes me so sad because as hard as I tried to keep the family so close-knit and together, they're just totally outgrowing each other. Not in the way that you might take it, but like we can't keep the entire Foreman clan in Willow Creek or any city in particular. They're definitely spreading out all over the world, and I'm super duper excited to see where this new journey takes our girl. I love her to death. I remember when she was born, she was totally the black sheep of the family. Nobody liked Hawthorne, and it broke my heart. They hated her name. They just they weren't fond of her like vivacious red hair. And I mean, that never really bothered Hawthorne. She doesn't really care. She considers herself very much a part of the family and never thought of herself as the black sheep. But with you guys, it was weird. And now she's quickly becoming one of the favorite Foremans. So I did a poll on Twitter. And I literally asked you guys, I was like, who's your favorite Foreman? I want you guys to try to guess, like in your head really quick, who do you think is the favorite Foreman? And it's not Hawthorne, because that would be like a dead giveaway. It's Clem. And that's weird to me. That is so weird to me. I mean, Clem's great. Like, we love Clem. She's the first, Foreman baby. We were so hyped. It was literally like the most exciting thing in the world for June and Pace to finally have their kids. But to be honest with you, Clem I can see why she is so popular in the sense, but my personal favorite has got to be the twins. Like, I can't even just pick one of them. I gotta pick both because I love Nixon and I love Maddox. They are the yin and yang, and it's so crazy to me how their roles have continuously spiraled. Have you noticed that? Like, one moment, Maddox was, which part's the darker part, the yang or the yin? I don't know. You don't even say, like, one instance he was the black sheep, and then Nixon became the black sheep, and then it's just like boop, 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 boop. They always switch roles, and that is what I love about them because you just literally never know what is going to happen, and their bond and how they're so in sync. It's just, I love it, and I can't even put into words how much I love those two, but I also love Clem. I love freaking Hawthorne. And I love Pace and June as well. I can't pick a favorite, I guess, but definitely Nixon and Maddox. Nixon and Maddox are my personal favorite. So in the comments down below for the question of the day, let me know who are your favorite Foremans. And if you have to pick two, it's totally fine. But like your top choice and your bottom choice, let me know in the comments down below. So let's take a moment to talk about a couple things that have nothing to do with the build, since Jen is just, being meticulous here and trying to finish. I should probably tell you which one's Hawthorne's, right? This one, the one with the blue counters, the little box here because she still has some things she needs to put away. This is Hawthorne's unit. So the roommate's unit, which you can kind of gather some of his interests or their interests, will be obviously on the other side. And I'm using little bird boxes as cereal boxes. I don't know. I'm trying to trying to take up some tips from other Sims. You feel me? But I don't know. I thought they looked cute. Anyway, I want to talk about Strangerville for a second. So I did mention in the beginning of this video how we were going to have a Strangerville Let's Play, right? And I'm still totally doing that. That's happening. It's going to happen on launch, or when embargo lifts, which will be Sunday, 8 a.m. So for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, we're going to have nothing but Strangerville videos, which I know is crazy, but that's what we're going to do. So I would assume that on Thursday and Friday. Probably gonna have back-to-back Foreman episodes, and then I have some pre-recorded Let's Plays from when I went to Canada that I didn't get to put up, and we'll have those follow after. So it's gonna be a minute. We're gonna be playing catch-up, but with the Strangerville LP coming out, I am going to be wrapping up an LP. Like, I just can't do 5 LPs. 4, it's decent. 4 is a good number. I love 2. 2 is great as well. And 3 is, you know, the sweet spot, but 4 is like just diverse enough for everyone, and I feel like it just keeps my, you know, my juju juice. I don't even know, my creativity juice is flowing. Anywho's, so I already know what LP is going to be ending. I don't want to say it for the sake of, I don't want you guys to lose interest in it, but I can say it's clearly not the Foremans, right? So anyways, yeah, I just wanted to like throw that out there, and then we will absolutely 100% be throwing up Strangerville on Sunday. Crick says, do you want to say anything? What? Yeah, you tell him. You tell him. You subscribe to my mama. You watch my mama. Is that what's up? He's spitting all over my blankets, kid. Anyways, this is the first time, you guys, since he's ever been in a video since I showed him, and he spit up all over my chesticles. Anyways, plan on doing a lot more of that. Getting a lot more personal with you guys as well, which is going to be a lot of fun, doing some face cam videos. I've been promising BitLife. Do people even care about BitLife? I literally bought everything for it. Like, to do, like, I bought a ring light and all that kind of stuff. I'll still do it and use that stuff for other face cam videos, but yeah, I mean, there's reasons why your girl's a little hesitant, but they're just stupid reasons, and I should know you guys better than that. Like, I don't think you'll care, you know, about certain things that I'm hung up about, but it's fine. One of the biggest things is my kids. You guys have grown up with me, with children, with Dominic, and it's never been a problem, but it's just, for some reason, I'm so protective over Chris, even though I put him all over the internet. It's stupid, but I'm not gonna lie, like, full stop, I know this sounds petty, I know this sounds stupid, but ever since I did the My Life series in Parenthood, and people were like super critiquing like my parenting and all that kind of stuff, it kind of like made me put the brakes on it for a hot second, about how much I put out there when it comes to my kids. Like, pictures are fine, but like, I don't really talk about them too much, or I don't really like put them on screen, just because I really just don't need people's input. But I think I'm at a good point in my life where I'm just like, you know what, it is what it is. Judge me if you want. If that's what, like, you know keeps you awake at night, or, you know, knocks your socks off, then go for it. Because I feel like, you know, my real supporters, my real friends, my real family here on YouTube, like, you guys want to see those things, and I want you to see those things, because that's just the type of person that I am, you know. So anyway, this is a little step to the right direction. I can't wait, y'all. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Anyways, we're finishing up the build now, and okay, pause. Okay, pause. Are you waving? Oh my god, you're so sweet. He's waving to the camera. You can't see, you guys, but he's waving. So yeah, we're just wrapping up the build with a little landscaping. Definitely had to take a lot of inspiration from like the surrounding lots and stuff, just because I have no freaking idea what it is that I am doing when it comes to like he's coming down, so if you hear him, that's what it is. When it comes to like landscaping in OASIS Springs, because I normally don't build out here, but one thing I will mention, I accidentally forgot to add in a little more detail to the master bedroom in the roommates unit. So excuse me, sir, what are we doing? You need to put that plug on the ground right now, Stat. Thank you. So I did actually add in a couple more decorations, which you guys will see in the slideshow of the build. And I wanted to add in a pool too, because like, what is the point of living in a duplex in OASIS Springs when it is balls hot like freaking Hades outside and not having a pool? Like, who does that? You know what I mean? So you have to add that. And then obviously we have our own mailboxes and our own trash cans, because I don't need their trash in my can, if you feel me. And I think we're pretty much donezo for the build, or donezo with the build. Anyway, I had so much fun with you guys. Thank you so much for kicking it with me here today. I will see you guys mañana. If there is, you know what? No, I forgot. No. I am going to be posting a Foreman episode tomorrow. So X day on the back-to-back Foreman episodes way, because that's not going to happen. But yeah, there will be an episode on the Foremans mañana. So just letting y'all know here. And I'm getting super duper distracted. But yeah, sorry about that. Like I said, it's a busy week. It's crazy. We got a lot of things going on. But at the end of the day, I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and putting up with my shenanigans, and I hope that you all enjoyed this build. FYI, I am barred from uploading on the gallery until embargo lifts on a Sunday morning, so if you want to get this build at Gen 2 606, you can do so on Sunday morning after 8 a.m. PST. And with that said, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this build here. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead, comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
Secondhand, I felt a bit forgotten. Not your plan, but now the days of silence outgrow the fun things we have done. But tell me, do you wanna carry on? Plans don't